Most cat owners would never intentionally hurt their cat. In fact, the majority of people who love their cats are doing their best every single day. They feed them, clean up after them, buy toys, worry when they seem off, and genuinely believe they are creating a safe, loving home. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Some of the things that hurt cats the most are not acts of cruelty. They are everyday habits, small human behaviors that seem harmless from our point of view, but feel confusing, stressful, physically uncomfortable, or emotionally threatening from a cat's point of view. And because cats are so subtle, because they often hide discomfort instead of announcing it, many owners never realize the damage until trust has already weakened or the cat starts acting differently. That is what makes this so important. Your cat may not be able to tell you in words that something is hurting them, but they absolutely feel it. And once you understand the hidden impact of these everyday habits, you may never look at your daily routine the same way again. Here are 6 everyday things that hurt your cat far more than most owners realize. 1. Forcing affection when your cat has already said no. This is one of the most common ways humans accidentally hurt cats because it usually comes from love. You see your cat looking adorable. You want to pet them, hold them, kiss them, or keep cuddling just a little longer. From your side, it feels affectionate. But from the cat's side, the experience can feel very different if they have already started asking you to stop. And cats do ask. The problem is, they ask quietly at first. A tail flick, ears turning sideways, a ripple through the skin, a stiff body, a subtle lean away, a glance back. These are all small signals that say, I am getting uncomfortable, I need space, please stop now. But humans often ignore those signals because they do not seem serious enough. So the cat is forced to escalate. Maybe they swat, maybe they bite, maybe they jump away and disappear. Then the human says, that came out of nowhere. But it did not come out of nowhere. Your cat tried to be polite first. The real hurt is not just physical overstimulation, it is emotional. When you repeatedly ignore a cat's early boundaries, your cat learns something painful. They learn that their quiet communication does not work with you. They learn that being close to you can become overwhelming without warning, and over time, that can erode trust in a very deep way. To a cat, love does not mean more contact at any cost. Love means being heard while they are still whispering. 2. Making their world unpredictable and chaotic. Humans often adapt well to change. Cats usually do not. For a cat, emotional safety is built on routine, familiarity, and knowing what comes next. Their nervous system relaxes when life makes sense. That is why small disruptions can hit them much harder than people expect. Feeding them at wildly different times every day, rearranging furniture constantly, suddenly changing where their bed, litter box, or food is placed, bringing loud guests into their space without warning, turning the home atmosphere from calm to chaotic with no pattern at all. These things may feel minor to us, but to a cat, they can create a constant low-level sense of instability. And instability hurts. It keeps the cat from fully relaxing. It makes them more watchful, more sensitive, more reactive, and sometimes more withdrawn. Cats do not need boring lives. They need understandable lives. They need a rhythm they can trust. If your cat is always trying to predict what kind of day it is going to be in your house, that uncertainty can wear them down emotionally. One of the greatest gifts you can give a cat is consistency, because consistency tells their body it is safe to soften. Without it, many cats stay emotionally braced far more than owners realize. 3. Punishing them for being a cat. This one causes a surprising amount of damage because humans often mistake natural feline behavior for bad attitude. Scratching furniture, jumping on counters, knocking things over, running at night, hiding, biting during overstimulation, refusing affection on command. These behaviors can be frustrating, yes, but many of them are not acts of defiance. They are instinct, communication, or unmet needs. When a human responds with yelling, sudden grabbing, spraying water, chasing, or harsh punishment, the cat does not usually learn the neat lesson the human intended. Instead, the cat often learns something much simpler and more painful. You are unpredictable. You are loud. You are scary when I do things that feel natural to me. That does not create understanding. It creates fear or distance. Take scratching, for example. A cat scratches not to ruin your furniture, but to stretch, mark territory, shed claw layers, and regulate emotion. If you punish the scratching without providing a better outlet, you are punishing a need, not solving a problem. The same goes for nighttime zoomies. The issue is often unused energy or instinctive activity, not bad behavior. The more you punish a cat for expressing natural feline behaviors, the more you risk making the cat feel misunderstood in their own home. And few things hurt a cat more than living in an environment where their instincts constantly lead to your anger. 4. Keeping their litter box technically clean but emotionally unsafe. Most owners know they should clean the litter box, but what many people miss is that litter box comfort is about more than whether the box looks clean to you. It is about whether the whole experience feels safe, predictable, and physically comfortable to the cat. And a lot of everyday habits can quietly turn the litter box into a stressful place. Cleaning it too infrequently is the obvious one, but there are others. Using a strongly scented litter that overwhelms the cat's nose. Putting the box in a loud, exposed, or high-traffic area. Switching litter textures suddenly. Using a box that is too small. Keeping it somewhere the cat can be cornered by another pet or startled by a machine. Even repeatedly interrupting the cat near the box can make it feel vulnerable. This matters because the litter box is one of the moments when a cat is physically exposed and instinctively cautious. If that environment feels unsafe, your cat may start associating the box itself with tension. Then people say the cat is being difficult or spiteful when accidents happen. But often the truth is much sadder. The cat is trying to avoid a place that no longer feels secure. For a cat, discomfort around the litter box is not a small inconvenience. It is a major stress signal, and when it is ignored, it hurts both the cat's body and their sense of safety in the home. 5. Ignoring their need for real play and mental stimulation. A bored cat is often a hurting cat, even if the signs are not obvious right away. Cats are not decorative animals built to simply sleep, eat, and occasionally be petted. They are intelligent, instinctive, predatory creatures whose brains expect movement, challenge, and the full cycle of stalk, chase, pounce, and catch. When that cycle is missing day after day, a cat can start to suffer in ways owners do not immediately connect to boredom. Restlessness, sudden aggression, over-grooming, nighttime chaos, clinginess, withdrawal, destructive behavior, strange mood shifts. Many people think a few toys on the floor are enough, but for many cats, especially indoor cats, that is not enough. Toys do not replace interaction. Cats often need you to bring the toy to life, to move it like prey, to create the thrill of the hunt, to let them succeed. Without that, your cat may be physically safe and properly fed, but still mentally undernourished, and mental undernourishment hurts. It creates frustration that has nowhere to go. 6. Being emotionally present in the house, but not truly present with them. This one is subtle, but it matters a lot, especially for bonded cats. Many owners assume that simply being in the same room as the cat counts as connection, and sometimes it does. Cats do love quiet coexistence. But cats are also incredibly sensitive to the quality of your attention. They know when your petting is absent-minded. They know when your voice is distracted. They know when you are near them but mentally somewhere else. Over time, a cat can feel the difference between being truly seen and just being around you while you move through your day. This matters because cats build trust through repeated emotional experiences. A few minutes of calm, focused attention can mean far more to a cat than hours of accidental, half-aware presence. When a cat repeatedly reaches for connection and gets only fragments of you, that can hurt in a quiet way. Not because the cat becomes dramatic about it, but because the bond becomes thinner than it could be. Some cats respond by asking harder, walking on the keyboard, meowing more, placing one paw on you, sitting on your chest, following you from room to room. Others respond by pulling back and becoming more distant. Either way, the message is the same. They are feeling the lack of active connection. Cats may be independent, but the ones who love you deeply still need moments where they feel fully received by you, and that is what makes all of this so important. The everyday things that hurt your cat are rarely the things humans imagine. Often, they are not dramatic at all. They are the repeated little habits that slowly chip away at trust, comfort, and emotional safety. Ignoring boundaries, creating chaos, punishing instinct, making the litter box feel unsafe, leaving their mind unstimulated, treating shared space like connection without ever giving full attention. None of these things may look serious in one isolated moment, but to a cat, life is built from repeated moments, repeated signals, repeated experiences that teach them what your home feels like and what your presence means. So if you really want to protect your cat, start by looking at the ordinary parts of daily life. Ask yourself what your cat experiences, not just what you intend. Because intention matters, yes, but from your cat's point of view, experience matters more. A cat does not live inside your good intentions. They live inside your patterns. And the beautiful part is this: the same everyday habits that can hurt a cat can also heal the relationship when they are changed. Listening sooner, creating calmer routines, respecting instincts, making the litter box feel safe, playing with purpose, giving real attention. These things may look small to humans, but to a cat, they change everything. So the next time your cat flicks their tail, hides after a chaotic day, scratches the couch, acts strange around the litter box, explodes with energy at midnight, or simply stares at you like they are waiting for something you have not quite given yet, do not rush to call it bad behavior. There is a good chance your cat is not being difficult. Your cat may be hurting in a way that is quiet, cumulative, and easy to miss. But once you learn to see those hidden pressures, you get the chance to become something every cat desperately needs. Not just a provider, not just an owner, but a person who finally understands what their world actually feels like.